Hello friends, I'm Trinity Scott with Overnight Games. Today I'm here to teach you how to play Cosmic Colonies. Designed by Scott Almes, illustrated by Tristam Rossin, published by Floodgate Games. This is a 1 to 5 player game that plays in about 30 to 45 minutes. Win by having the most advanced asteroid civilization. If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe. Now, let's get going. Setup. Place the main board in the center of the table with the side representing the number of players that you're playing with face up. Then fill all empty spaces with buildings and place resources equal to the number of players and a round tracker on the board. The rest of the buildings and resources will form supply piles. Give each player an asteroid board, basic side with this symbol up, one of each resources, 4 randomly dealt worker cards, and 1 objective card. There are 3 types of worker cards. We will be using this one for this game, the basic. But later on, try out these cards. They will give you variable abilities. This one will give you variable for day and night actions, and this will be for first and second build. How to play. The game is played over 8 rounds with 2 phases in each. The action phase. All players simultaneously select 1 card and reveal. Turn order is decided by the worker priority number. In numerical order, lowest goes first, and then it goes higher the next one. On a player's turn, they can either build, pay resources shown on the board in order to gather that building, or gather resources from 1 resource pile equal to the carry limit on the worker card. If a player does at any point have more than 9 resources, they can choose which resources to return to the supply. After all players have taken their action for their first selected card, simultaneously select 1 more card and repeat. So on the next turn, this player could use 2 blues for that first qualification, and then the third one has to be of a different color in order to buy it. Important note, when placing tiles, the first can be placed anywhere you want, but all the others have to be placed orthogonally adjacent to previously laid tiles. No overlapping, and do not go off the board unless a worker gives you that special ability. Refresh phase. Add resources equal to the number of players to the main board. In this case, we have a 3-player game, so we're going to add 3 to each. However, if it would ever go over the printed limit, so this is 5, for example, and we have 6 here, you have to return that extra one to the supply. You don't get to go over that limit. Fill empty building slots. So we're going to refill these. Rotate all used workers to the left. So this player's used workers are going to be added there. This one is going to move over here, like so. And we're going to move the round tracker to the second round. Now, start the next round. End of game scoring. At the end of the 8th round, score your asteroids. Add your score from undeveloped terrain, count up visible terrain, and use this chart. Constructed buildings, and private objective cards. Now, let's score this asteroid. So, looking at this first terrain, we have 3 that are visible. That gives us 6 points. Looking for this type of terrain, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a whole bunch, so we get 0 for that. Crystals, we see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gives us 1 point. So far, we're going 7 points going forward. Then if you look here, it gives you 15 points for every complete set of building tiles. We have 1 complete set, so 15 plus 7 equals 22, running into our personal objectives. On our personal objectives, this kind of building tile gives us 2 points. This one gives us 1. So 3 plus 22 equals 25. The highest score wins. Ties are broken by most buildings played. And if still a tie, whoever has the most resources at the end of the game. So beautiful components. And in this game, Cosmic Colonies, Floodgate Games has kept that up. They have such amazing resource tokens that I don't feel like our video did them justice, but they are super great to touch, super great to feel. Um, I feel like the theme of the game is great. I love mining an asteroid and building the civilization and collecting the resources. You could engine build, but only to a certain extent. So I think the engine building could have been a little bit more, but really enjoyed playing those workers and looking around the table and seeing the workers that are going to come to you, because people tended to play the really good cards. You're like, ooh, I have a plan for that one when it comes over. Um, Also, really cool that you have the different sides of the boards and different types of cards that you could play for easier or harder versions. Floodgate has done this again with the bad maps that we have, and I really enjoy that. That it's kind of like a here's a beginner or entry level way to play, and then after you get a hang of the different mechanisms in the game, beef it up a little bit with a couple more options. And I think that's really cool. Overall, really enjoyed the gameplay. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, put them down in the comments and let us know. We'd be happy to answer. Until next time, stay safe and stay happy.